morning. So just now we were putting the strings on the yarn so that we can wet set it, set the twist without it getting all tangled. So we should have been doing that as we went through Tour de Fleece, and we did with some, but we were just moving to the next one too quickly to pay attention to that then. So we got that done, and it's really, I have girls shushing each other in the background, sassy like. It's really hot out back, but we're going to go out back and we're going to wet set it, and I think I will just squeeze it out and just lay it on the table to get its initial dry for an hour or two, because I have laundry on the line. And then after that I will come back and hang it on the line when it's a little bit lighter, not so heavy. You don't want it to be full of water and hanging, because it'll just stretch out your fibers and you'll lose the elasticity that wool has. So I'm going to go out and you'll see us do some wet setting. This is the sunniest part of our yard at this time of day. I don't know, what is it, 11?
Yeah, 11.
And so we just want to get done as fast as we can. So I think that's what we're going to do. And we have 32 skeins in here to get wet set, which is a lot of yarn. But I'm excited to get that done. I think people are ready to start weaving. Oh, that feels good. It's so hot. We got a later start on the day because we ended up being busy yesterday evening and getting in about midnight. So we were pretty whooped and didn't get an early start on anything we were doing this morning. So we are going to step out back, and we're in our barn living room, by the way. We're going to step out back by the clothesline and in the sun so that this yarn can work on drying pretty quickly. And then when my laundry is off the line, like I said, we'll hang up the yarn. Alright, let's go. So our laundry hadn't actually made it to the line like I thought it did, so I figured we'd show you how we dry our laundry. This spot gets really good sun, but it also, our property is super humid. Here in the Ozarks, it's very damp, very wet. We have a creek right here. There's a pond over there. It's just really wet.
Quite often have 50 to 70% humidity.
Yeah.
Sometimes more, unfortunately.
We do have a dryer. We use the dryer more than you would think. Just because sometimes your laundry can hang out for 2 days and stay damp. So, that's kind of a bummer about being in the Ozarks. Yes, we have 2 washing machines. 2 washers, 1 dryer. And this clothesline, the clothesline holds about 2 loads of laundry. This is a stainless steel sock rack. We super like these. They're, this one I bought at a Mennonite store. It's a ways away from here, but it's in Versailles, Missouri. And it is the most heavy duty that I've found. I do not like the plastic ones. I also have bought 2 off Amazon, and they just fall apart pretty easily.
Well, and one of them was made to collapse in the middle, so it had magnets, and that was very irritating, because it was always collapsing when you didn't want it to.
Right. So we still use it, but it's not the greatest. This that she's playing with that she shouldn't be, put it back. Please don't mess with these. This helps hold your line together so that the line doesn't massively sag, and so both of the strings can hold up the laundry. Okay, you go inside. Alright, come on out and do that. So we're just going to get this laundry hung up, and then we're going to wet set real quick. This also has a little latch. I don't think you're getting it. This has a little latch so that it won't come off as easily. But I'm going to pop it off of here, and I'm actually going to hang it inside, out of the way. Oh, you had a sock? Thank you, Wisdom. And then, so we have 4 of these that help with sag, and you need to put one in. You can watch Judah put one on. And then the rollers just go with it as it goes. These clothespins are the very best ever. They are an Italian brand, and they're super strong. What sold me on them was on Amazon. I've hated clothespins. I've fought with clothespins for a long time. But what sold me on these was one of the reviews. We've used these for probably 5 years. One of the reviews on them was a lady in Kansas that said that she hung her queen size quilt, I believe, up with 3 of these, and in the Kansas winds they didn't lose it.
Well,
So,
these don't rust. We've had problems with the wooden ones. The metal part on the wooden ones would rust and stain our clothes.
right. These literally sit in this basket all the time.
And I don't even rust.
This is the cheaper Amazon version of the clip thing, and it is collapsible, which saves space apparently. But
They even have a
terrible.
notch.
Yeah, they have the. She wants to show you the notches so that they just grab on. They're very expensive, but as long as you keep track of them and don't lose them, they're worth their money 10 times over.
Even when kids have gotten into them and left them out in the mud, we found them a few weeks later and they were still totally fine. We just washed the dirt off and they were not even rusty at all.
Right. Okay, go ahead and pull. So this we have on a pulley up to a tree on the bluff. And since it doesn't go straight across to something, it goes up. We have this carabiner on here, and it holds it so that it doesn't come back down, and you have a space to hang out the laundry. This is really handy. We used to put like a stick through the holes, which works just fine, but it's also a bigger pain. The stick would go missing or whatever. So this holds it just right. And it freely lets this move, so you don't lose this. It just stays attached.
We also will sometimes on windy days just put all the laundry up higher so it gets more of the wind, and then put the carabiner on there, and it holds it in place.
Though at this time of year we need to be trimming the bluff, but we haven't done that.
Yeah.
All right, bud. Keep scooting. Here, Nate, can you take this? Yep. Take these inside and hang them on the rack. Hot water. I'm going to try to do like yarn together. I don't think that any of them will run, but you never know. So I'll just let this sit for about 20 minutes or so, just out here. Doesn't have to be 20, but I'm gonna go get me a drink and cool off. By light colors, I just mean dark.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I'm like, you mean dark.
I want to get as much in here. I'm gonna sneeze. I want to get as much in the pot as I can because, well, honestly, I'm just impatient and it's hot and I want to be done. I did not realize how much this one shines.
Yeah.
Whoa. Do you see it?
It reminds me of
Does
like.
it look glittery to you?
Yeah, it does. It reminds me of the moth. What are they called? What am I thinking of?
It's
Cocoons.
just the hairs in here. There's like white shiny hairs.
I was just holding it. It's crooked on accident, so.
So we'll blame you.
So a lot of people will say now, get a tripod. And we'll say, we have a tripod. And it is right there.
Tripod, schmipod. Alright, we're almost done with the darks.
I've heard it's very helpful if you have the camera on one side and then the tripod on the other, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Experiments.
Yeah.
So I'll just do all the darks. I probably should have done lights first so that if there was any running, I don't have to change the water, but hindsight's 20/20, you know? This sets the twist, it evens out the twist, so if a little bit of it's over twisted, it'll help spread the twist and settle it out.
And some yarns bloom a lot whenever you do this, when you wet soak them.
Yeah, and then
It
we'll
gets fluffier.
also whack it a few times and give it some... So much air in there. Here's a crow.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of crows. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that for like 20 minutes.
One load of laundry looks like on our line. And there's still some room right there that we could have pushed up the clothesline further. And then we have all of that left. So sometimes, depending on the load, we can fit more than 2 loads, because if they're sheets or something, we can just fit more on here. But that's what one load looks like.
You don't want to twist it whenever you're doing this so that it doesn't
Rat.
felt. You also don't want to hit the chicken brooder, but you might. Whoa, the pickle wheat or what?
No, it like has berries in it.
It's wheat.
Yeah. I squished it and it let out like almond milk color. It's good.
It's probably still pretty raw, or pretty new.
There's a lot under the shade. Don't know what it is.
I don't see any color running in this, so that's good. This one bloomed a lot.
Yeah.
Quite fluffy.
It would be nice for socks.
Probably would. Do you want to come help?
Sure.
Just don't get it in my linen. Yep, you didn't get that dry enough. You were going to give me a shower. Squeeze it out real good. Just don't twist it.
Oh, it's gonna be so cool.
Yes, ma'am.
Probably need the whole thing. There's like gray and then green under the gray. You really like out of it? Kinda. Has
Do you want to push these under? Under the butter? Just don't wiggle them around. Just straight down and leave it. There's not quite enough water anymore.
yeah. Could add a little more. When you let it go up, it like sparkles. And like the water comes out and it dries.
In true me fashion, I put in way too much yarn for how much water's in there, and I'm not going to fix it. That's just how I do it. Wrong.
The laundry might be dry. If you let it go
Empty
down.
the washer.
Huh?
Empty the washer.
Okay.
And bring it out.
It's already empty.
The other one.
Okay.
know. Can I help you?
He wasn't in the video that first second. Are we taking down this?
No, we're hanging. That load's not done yet. You have stuff ready for him? The big stuff? Yeah. I decided to go ahead and hang these. They're not too soaking wet. And I would like them to dry, preferably today. No guarantees. Am I in it?
Yeah. You were out of it for a second.
Oh, for a second.
Yeah. When you went to grab the jug. I really like this blue one.
This one is still pretty high strung.
Yeah.
Overspun. See that?
And Wisdom was like, go slow, and so I think I was the one doing that.
You think this was yours?
Yeah, because she said go slow, so I was like holding it, and I wasn't letting it go in for a second.
Oh yeah. If you hold it too long, it.
Yeah, I held it for like, and I was like, can I stop? And she was like, yeah. And I let her know it. But that was the only thing I could do. Oh, I guess maybe 10. All the ones? That's the last one. Wow, it looks so colorful hung up.
This load I'm going to take closer to the bottom. It's fully saturated, so the top stuff can get better saturated.
It shows up really yellow on the camera.
Good. It is a very yellow.
Yeah. We have a shirt like that yellow. And the clothesline is kind of that yellow.
Yeah, kind of that linen one. Here, you come be the whacker. Whacker. Hey, actually stand on that side of the table so that the clothesline's not in your way. So whack on this towel and lay on the dryer towel.
Mom wants to shower for me.
Move your hand.
Wow, that looks so yellow. Tiny one.
Ow. Got poked by some vegetable matter of some kind.
Yeah. There's a lot of... Wow, after I hit it, it's so fluffy. Little ones.
Here you go.
Probably not have many of the fat things. And this one, there's a lot of little things.
Well, there's some pretty big chunkers.
Yeah, like this one. I could have done big ones. Are the ones on the clothesline already beaded?
Yeah.
After these have sit for a second, we are going to put them on. Here, wait, I'll put that in the photo. You want me to hang them up, Mom?
No, they're not going to fit. These will just dry on the table for a while. And then we'll move them when we can.
This one is a really pretty color. Wow, you have like wool on your hand. I thought it was Sharpie.
This is my first drop spindle yarn, and it's
just a little
super wiry.
Wow. It's not easy to use the drop spindle.
No, but it gets easier, yeah?
Yeah, pretty easy. Yeah, it keeps on breaking when you try to connect it. This tiny skeins. Tiny skeins are really hard. Like, I guess the tiny skeins are hard. No, especially this one. What now?
Hey, sorry for bathing, man.
At least we're only. Oh, it sticks to my hands. It's sticking so much to my hands.
Alright, so that's it. We got them all wet set. We got a couple loads of laundry done. We have another load that I'll move to the dryer just because of space issues. And in this heat, it takes no time for it to mold. So, laundry's done for the day. The yarn will dry probably overnight. But we can reach the clothesline and take laundry off, or take the yarn off and then get the laundry off the line.